Hey Nicole, how you doing? How you feeling? Hey Stephanie. Hey Ivan. Hey Sharon. Yeah, I feel better now. I'm back ready to go. I'll stop by there on my way back. Hey Marnie. Ready to party. Hey Angie. Yeah, I really felt crappy. On a million new video? What's that, wee beast? I'm not sure what you're talking about on that one. Hey Chrissy. Hey Irish. Hey Halls Dolls. Oh, definitely gonna interview Sherry. Yeah, actually I got quite a few things for Sherry. Yep. Hey Joy. Hey Sir Graves. I was asking about you the other day. How you doing? You back to work? How's it going? Oh, Sherry got a million views. Oh, isn't that unbelievable? Good for her. You never really know what's gonna fly on YouTube. It's so weird. I couldn't predict it if you offered me $1 million. You just never know. Oh, good. Congratulations, by the way. You dodged a bullet there. Yeah, that's right. Becky and I, yeah. Yep. We got the king-size bed last night. Yeah, we just stare in each other's eyes until we fall asleep. Oh, thank you, Irish Buck. As far as I can tell, that's a possibility on the shared outside YouTube. Actually, the first video I ever had. First of all, honest to God, I'll never be able to adequately explain this, but I don't really. It's cool people like the videos, but I'm never really shooting for like viral or any of this bullshit. If people enjoy them and they appreciate the plight of some of these people, great. But honest to God, I'm not hung up on views or subscribers. But my point here is it's an odd combination of computer code that creates a viral video. It's not always the subject matter like you'd think. You'd say, well, what do you mean it's not the subject matter? Why don't other videos go viral? It's all calculated to, let's say, if you get a bunch of views in, let's say, a 20-minute period right after you upload it, and then it's kind of off to the races. It just morphs from there. It's one program recognizing another, and it's a combination of things. Plus, super interesting subject matter. That matters, but there's a lot of other factors. Hey, Black Magic. Yeah, Ivan, it takes a while. I mean, it's more luck than it is content or anything else. I mean, I sat around 50 subscribers for years, and then one video took off. And then once you kind of get canned in that system, you look at Carrie Westbay, who's a singer on here that, I've known for a while. Great singer, been around forever, doesn't really have many subscribers. And Mary Jo, she's trying to start an animal channel, and it's very discouraging. I mean, when I got started in this, it was really kind of a product of being bored with doing photography. I never planned on like a channel anybody watch or making a damn dime on it. It just kind of accidentally happened. So I try and tell people, don't get discouraged, because it really doesn't have much to do with your content. It's more a matter of luck and timing. Oh, did she have those glasses on? Yeah. Yeah, Jen, honest to God, man. I mean, you know, once you get on YouTube and you have some followers, I mean, people look at you in a different light. It like gives you this, I describe it as faux credibility. It's really just a hobby. Swear to God it is. Yep. Yeah, Marguerite's cool. I got stuff for Marguerite too. Oh, drone's cool. There's a guy in Detroit. I'll try and think of the name of this guy. He does freighters. And the coolest ones are in the winter when there's ice on the Detroit River. Really excellent video, though. Yeah, all you need is, if that's what you're looking for, you just need one video to get canned in that system, and it's off to the races. If that's what you're looking for, you know. That's how I started. Hey, Cash. That's how I started, just uploading my own stuff, you know. I've got two main things that I would actually think has helped with the success of my channel. Two main things. Shit luck and not have anything else to do. Hey, Avy. Yeah, winter flights are cool too. Yeah. I brought Daisy out to her park today. She really likes it out here and gives her a chance to run around, and she likes dinking around the water. And oh, I'm gonna get right back on to, like, the reason I come down here to begin with, interviewing and delivering things. I got tons of it to do too, believe me. So I wanted to bring her down here today. I don't know if I'm gonna take her with me or not. I'm gonna have to look at the temperature. So I thought I'd let her come down here and run around, have fun, and that way she got her exercise for the day, whether I do or whether I don't. I think I've been uploading videos. It seemed like to me that I started my YouTube in 2007, I think. Maybe it was after that, but really heavy uploading for probably 6 or 7 years. Yeah, I think that's about right. I've been this way my whole life, but it was usually with road trips and cameras, still photography. Honest to God, I have millions of negatives and positive transparencies of trips that I've taken. I was kind of always this way. You would think that the interviewing is like something I started with YouTube, but really I was always kind of like that, talking to people, just not actually recording it. And the reason for that is because there was no place to share it with. And then I thought, man, I'm going to interview these people, and, just for my own record keeping. Really, I go back. I like going back and looking at places I've been. And that's how it really started. Yeah. This is called Willow Park. It's in Huron Township, Michigan. Willow Park, you can look it up. It's right off 275. I've been coming to these places since before they were parks. Not this one, but Oakwoods, which is right across the street, and Lower Huron, where we used to go swimming as kids. I spent a lot of time in this river. Hey, Mary. So, that's it. You wouldn't think a damn dog would know the difference between one big open grassy area and another, but she does. She really likes it here. So it is out of my way, but I like coming out here too. And usually I can catch some good airplanes landing and taking off. Not far from Detroit Airport. Yeah. So she likes, a typical dog, just likes looking at stuff and messing around. But I've had a lot of dogs, and I brought them all here, and they all liked it. And I think it's because they see this open space, and see, she found something there. She's gonna roll in. Daisy's such a good dog. I let her do whatever she wants. You go having fun, hon? You having fun? Yeah, she's a great dog. She really is. I know everybody thinks that they have the smartest dog in the world, but I'm telling you, Daisy is a super smart dog. No problems at all. Just being a dog. I mean, it's got it all for her down here. Chases around squirrels and stuff, and she gets to fool around the water. Hey, Anna, how you doing? Yeah, she really is a smart dog. I'm telling you, it's all voice command. There's so many things that Daisy was taught one time. I said it one time to her, like stay, and all sorts of things. One time I said it. Like when I pull up to a drive-through, she'll automatically get in the passenger side because she knows I got to get my wallet. Then I'll pay for it. Then she'll jump back over. Then I'll put my wallet back, and then the people will give me my drink, and she'll jump back over to the passenger seat again. She's got this stuff down. Like this morning when I got up, I slept till around 9:30, went to bed at 1, and I got on the computer, and she knows when I get on that computer, she's thinking, oh my God, this guy could be on there forever. So she crawled up into my lap, and I knew right then that that meant she wanted to get the hell out of the room. So I brought her out here. Yeah, really smart dog, yeah. And super cool dog. I mean, I don't trust her 100% with people, which is why I tell her that she bites. She will bite under certain circumstances. See, now right here I could get some decent shots. The planes are landing the opposite direction today. They're landing into the northeast, runway 04. And when I'm here this early in the day, the sunlight shines off the fuselage just perfect from the east. Just really lights up the plane. It's the exact opposite where I was last night, where I'm shooting them when the sun's setting in the west. But it really makes a big difference on how the photos look. Yeah, it's no kidding, BJ. That's kind of true. This dog does get me to do stuff no person could ever do. I can be dead tired like I was the last 2 days, not feeling good, and I'll still take her to her park because I know she really enjoys it. Yeah, you do have to wear a mask, yep, which I don't mind doing. I mean, it is a pain in the ass, but I do it, yeah, yep. Morning, Jenny. How you doing? So, also, Catherine, the lady that was nice enough to send all those T-shirts that I handed out last time, really a super nice lady. Really pretty lady too. I asked her. I think she's my age now, and I said, "I bet you modeled." And sure enough, she did. And she's just as nice inside as she is outside. Just a sweetheart. But she's made some T-shirts of Daisy and Marguerite. You know, she sent 3 big boxes of T-shirts to hand out to the girls. And even junk T-shirts are expensive, not counting the shipping, which just speaks volumes to me. So I got some. She made some shirts of Marguerite, and there are going to be other girls. And what we're going to try and do with them is, first of all, you can. I don't want to make any money off any of this. So if people like these shirts, they can order them directly from her, and because she's selling them to a channel on YouTube. So the point here is, once this gets rolling and you're going to be able to see the designs that people are interested in, you could just order them directly from her. I won't have anything to do with it. But they're super cool looking shirts. I'm going to wear one myself. Picture Marguerite on it. Of all the bullshit out there nowadays, with pictures of Trump on a shirt or Biden, here you can get a shirt with Marguerite's picture on it. Now, to me, I would really be interested in wearing something like that. Instead of some, I'm going to start printing some photos this month of Becky, Marguerite, that kind of thing. Once again, people say, well, don't feel guilty about making any money. I know I don't look like I have any money, but believe it or not, I don't need any. I know that sounds nuts, but I really don't. And it's sweet of people to want to give me money for gas and stuff, but you don't need to do that. Just if you want to send some money to somebody, you can. But I don't need any money for anything, for my hotel or gas or anything. I mean, it'd be just like me trying to pay you for going on vacation. You'd think, well, why would you do that? I'm on vacation. That's really kind of how it is. Yeah. Yeah, they're such cool looking T-shirts. I mean, they really are. There's Daisy over there they were rolling around. So, and the big thing that I'm really looking forward lately is it's just gotten to maybe in the last month, is there are some legitimate mental health professionals that have kind of joined the chats and have got a hold of me. Retired psychiatrists, psychiatric nurses, that kind of thing. It's really a disservice to someone if you try and line them up with someone that isn't a legit mental health professional. It's really kind of careless. And even though they have good intentions, you don't know that they'd be handing out valid advice or suggestions or ideas. But when you have somebody that did this for 30 or 35 years and they're willing to mentor some of these people that have struggled in life, that is really a good feeling. So I can put these people in touch with the people themselves, whether it's Becky or Sharon or whatever, and best of luck to them. It's certainly better than struggling through the system on their own. He looks good, Danielle. Daisy's 6 years old. Yep. Yep, 6 years old. I mean, this park is still super pretty. It's not what you're going to see up where I live, and that's basically because of the different environment. Down here, you have mud bottoms. You have a lot of dark water because of that. And because of that, a lot of things grow. You've got runoff that causes that. So you're not going to have the crystal clear, beautiful, swift running, cool water you have where I live in West Branch. But it's beautiful in a different kind of way. I mean, it doesn't have the eye appeal, but so what? It's still cool. Yeah, sorry about that, Ivan. That sucks. I had too many greyhounds. I had to put those down within 6 months of each other, plus my sister's dog. That's a shitty feeling, I'll tell you that. Sorry about that. Yeah, Danielle, kind of like that, where you get that brackish water that, where the salt water meets fresh water, and yeah. They've had some crazy water levels all over in Michigan, and the Huron River's been no exception. And if you can look, you can see where this river, when it's been high, you see these sandbars that are created right in the middle of the river. It's kind of interesting, really. Now, it's probably 3 feet lower than it has been, but it gives you an idea of what was going on when these waters were coming down here and flooding everything. Yeah, Mari, you can't find a nicer person. Like, just hang out with, never confrontational, argumentative, just easygoing, explains things with an academic approach. Sweetheart. Hey, Emily. Yeah, it's really fun hanging out with Mari. It's just like nothing's a big deal. It's like a fun time just being around her. She sent a nice package to Indian Liz that I'm going to give her hopefully today. She's got a boyfriend that lives like 1,000 miles away. Yeah, so not really. I tried to get her to go to a swingers club with me and she wouldn't do it. Yeah, that's about it, Emily. Yeah, right, huh? I mean, how can you say someone's got a boyfriend when they're 1,000 miles away? That's perfect. I'll give him a call and hang up, make sure he's there. Hey, Lori. Yeah, it's very nice here, yeah. You're not kidding. Best kind to have is right. There's an element of truth to that. It's just like good fences make good neighbors. Hey, Catherine. I was just bragging about your t-shirts. I'm back to 100%, so I'm going to be handing things out today. Get back onto my normal routine. Hello, Lori. Hey, Kay. Yeah, I believe that, Kay. Mari's, you can kind of tell when you're up around there, you talk to people that know her. I mean, she's well respected in the Native American community and, in the medical community. She's just one of those type personalities that, you know, don't cause problems that everybody likes. You notice it right away. Yeah, those t-shirts are great. Catherine, put your t-shirt stuff up there again. I'll upload some of those photos. Also, I got all the stuff. I did a video when I was over that guy that Becky stays with sometimes in Ann Arbor, Gary. Hell of a good guy. And he's the guy that sells the perfume and cologne, that kind of thing. I guess somebody texted me last night, and Becky, they said she got arrested. And they saw her and a younger guy over near Addison and someplace else. And then she texted me this morning and said, "You're not going to believe the hellish day that I had yesterday." So I don't really know what that means. Here's some people with their kayak. My guess is they're probably a little lost. They want to be over one area over. They want to be one parking lot over. I see it happen a lot. But anyway, I don't know what happened to her, but she's not in jail like they thought she was. So I'll be hooking up with Becky today. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, Kaylee. Yep, yeah. I'm at Willow Park here in town. Look at that lady just fell on her ass. That mud is super slippery. I hope she didn't wake up any groundhogs. Oh, there she got up again. Atta girl. Yeah, he just fell on his ass. Yep. That is so slippery. I think kayaking's cool, but honest to God, if there's not a 350 horsepower engine on the end of it, it just doesn't do it for me. I mean, I may kayak down the river with the Playboy Playmate of the Month with a 6-pack of beer, but other than that, I get too bored. Yeah, did you see him fall on their ass? Hey, Karen, yeah. You go over to Captain Nemo's over there? I go to the one in Belleville sometimes. Belleville's really gotten nice. You know, when I was growing up, Belleville was kind of crappy, but it's really turned out to be a beautiful little town. Yeah, I do have a zoom on everything else, but this is just a cell phone. Yeah, somebody else mentioned that fishing fights depression. Yeah. Yeah, you can fish here. Yeah, it's mainly, the fishing's not that great. And even when I was a kid, they blamed it on there's so much to eat for fish. You know, it's just loaded with things to eat. What the hell are they going to eat your worm for when there's all sorts of stuff swimming around and bugs and whatever? Look, now they're in their raft heading down the river. No, I wouldn't eat the fish out of here too. Any of these southeastern Michigan waters, no way in hell. You'll end up growing a tumor out the back of your head. See how that water's coming through that sandbar? It's kind of interesting. It's funny how the natural flow of the river just morphs and changes. I don't know why these people shouldn't be dragging a kayak anywhere down there, these women. I think they got to be a little mixed up. Hey, you guys been drinking? I saw you over there. That mud's slippery. I know it. No, I do it. I do it all. I know better now. But it is slippery. Yeah, I saw it. Got you. Yep.
Well, we were just trying to get in the water early,
Yeah, well, you did a good job. Are those your friends over there? Oh, okay. They got a kayak too.
Oh, yeah. It's like a semi-kayak.
Yeah, right. How far are you going to float down?
2 feet or no? No, 2. I forget.
Oh, okay. You had a good day for it.
Yeah, really backpack.
You guys need a couple THC gummies.
We're too old for that.
Oh, okay. Well, have a good day.
You too,
Yeah, Chad, I am, yep. Oh, you could do it, Daniel.
just want to make sure I'm not losing anything.
Good job. You like the people out there, hon? Huh? Yeah, these people, they got a little mixed up, I think. Yeah, it's a nice day today. Really a nice day. Hey, Jacqueline. Yeah, you know, I bought some of those gummies and I take one once in a while, but I begin to think they're just not for me, to be honest with you. You know, it sounds cool. You could just, you don't need to drink alcohol and just take a little bit of a gummy, but I just don't think I like them that much. It's too bad because, I got that medical marijuana card and I thought maybe you can just take one of these here and there and relax or whatever, but I just don't think I like them that much. It makes you feel like really in a good mood, like if you had a glass of wine and two playmates of the month came and gave you a big hug and said, "Tom, you're a good guy. I want to hang out with you all night. You're so cool." That's what the kind of feelings you get if you eat a gummy. Shit, who wouldn't want to eat one? Be great. You just start having imaginary Playboy playmates show up. So great. Shit, I'd be eating them all day long. All right, Laura, you have a good day today. Oh, you got to feed your horse, huh? Okay. Yep. Yeah, choose joy. That's kind of how it is. Yeah, you feel like everything's funnier than hell, and I think if you do it right, and after all, they're legal now, right? But if you watch like a good movie, I think it'd be great to like the the less the better. With THC, it's not the more the better. At least that's been my experience. I think it'd be great to just have like a low dose gummy, like maybe 2.5 milligrams, and have one and go see a concert or a play or a good lecture. I haven't been able to experience that yet, but I'm hoping I'm gonna. Yeah, something like that. To me, it seems like it really enhances like your feelings about things. You enjoy the moment better. Yeah, they do help you sleep. Yeah, I would say they do. Yeah. The hard thing is, to me, it seems like if you're drinking alcohol, I've never smoked marijuana, but if you're drinking alcohol, you get a pretty good clue, like where your brain says to you, I think you've had enough alcohol. So you can cut it off before you drink too much. I mean, you can see it coming. Where with THC, a gummy, you're feeling so damn good. It's so easy to take too much. Because here you've just clipped off a little corner of a gummy and you're feeling like, wow, this is great. and you want to, you're enjoying that feeling. It's like, chasing the dragon, they call it in the drug world. You think, wow, this is so good. I'd like this to go longer. And that's where you get into trouble. And you don't notice it as you're eating one. It's a delayed reaction. And before you know it, the next day you wake up just like you had a hangover of if you'd had alcohol. And it's because you had too much of a gummy. That's the one thing that I would maybe offer a little criticism on the edibles. I don't really think they do a good job of cluing people in how easy it is to have too much. It's like, oh, gummies, they look like something you'd hand out to a bunch of kids in the third grade. And they're in a pack and they taste good and they look good, but it's not very hard to like eat too much of one. It creeps up on you, yeah. Well, I've learned, that's the one thing that I'm a little mystified about. And that is, I got that medical marijuana card. And you can those gummies are like, some of them are like 24 milligrams of THC per gummy. And I think, well, you just use less of one, maybe get a razor blade and slice it off. But, I can't, I don't really have it like down to a science. I can't imagine anyone eating a full 20 some milligram gummy. I don't know what in the hell it would do to you. I bet I would feel like hell for a week. It's just like if you drank too much. So that's my problem. If you get a 2.5 milligram gummy, you're just cutting off a quarter of a gummy. And you're thinking, nah, that's not enough. Well, believe me, that is enough. And it's about an hour until you start feeling it. And that's my problem is like, you're having a good time. You're watching a good show on TV. You're listening to good music. You're not driving. You're having fun. The only downside to this, well, it's not the only downside because that hangover is really a shitty feeling. The other downside is it affects your short-term memory. I'm not shitting you. I joke with people all the time that if I'm going to do a gummy, I don't want to cook anything because I'm afraid I'm going to leave it in the stove. You forget everything. You'd be staring at your computer thinking, how do I turn this damn thing off, even though I've done it 10,000 times? You'd be knocking off water, over water, stubbing your toe, banging your head on a shelf. So it does affect your motor skills, and you should definitely not drive or, machinery, any of that bullshit while you're messing around with eating a gummy. Oh, a close-up of Daisy? I'll do that. I'm serious. It affects you in those ways. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to do, because, you're getting this big pack of gummies. They're cheap, too. If you get them on sale, you can get like a big old pack of gummies for like 16, 14 bucks, something like that. And you just can't believe when you see what alcohol costs that you could just nip off this little corner of a gummy and feel this good. It looks like candy, it tastes like candy, and you just got to discipline yourself on, clipping that corner off and putting the rest away. I'll see Maddie today probably, Yeah, I'll probably see Maddie today, yep. But honestly, I think when it's all said and done, I think I'd rather just have a good dragon's milk beer or a glass of wine, glass or two of wine. I know what I'm getting, I know what it's going to do, I know when to not drink any more of it. And with THC, it's kind of all bets are off. I guess I lack discipline and just sticking to the 2.5 milligrams. Dragon's Milk is like a fantastic beer. I think you can only get it in Michigan. It's that aged stout, aged in bourbon barrels. I mean, you consider it expensive. I don't really. It's like $4 a bottle, $4.25 a bottle. But it's like really good beer. I mean, you drink one, sometimes two. It's perfect. Yeah, Bud Light sucks. Once you switch over to a a premium beer, there really is something to it. They're not getting 4.25 a bottle because it sucks. It tastes better. It's got a higher alcohol content, and you can just sip on one. It's kind of like a beer hybrid. Yeah, and I don't really like ales. I'm like I like that like even with good uh, whiskey, Scotch, Ardbeg 10 is my favorite. I think that's the steal of the century for $54 a bottle. It's that real smoky, deep taste. Excellent Scotch. No, I think Corona's good with a lime, or a lemon, or what the hell ever you want to put in it. They're good. Well, very eye appealing. If you're hot and you're having a good time, you're down in the Bahamas or having it at a party in Florida, it's really eye appealing to see that clear bottle and that yellow color and limes on ice. Oh, here's a bunch of people coming in rafts. Heather, I don't really care for slows. I don't really think that barbecue's that good. I go by there all the time, but yeah, I believe that, Jen. I would believe that. Yeah, that would make sense to me. Yep. You feeling good, hon? Yeah, it's a good girl, Daisy. You feel good, hon? Daisy's enjoying the moment. Yeah, I get it, Jenna. She's in a good mood today. Hey, Kimmy. Yeah, anything that stinks. Yeah, she's in a good mood. No, he's not a pimp at all. You're totally 100% wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Dorothy. Yeah, she's really having a good day today. Hey, Rita. I'll be delivering this stuff today, so no problem. Here's the Golden Girls. They're coming out to go on the raft. These people have never been here before. They wouldn't be walking there right now. Hey, hon. Oh, I know. Yeah, no, there's some creepy followers. You got that right. I spend 4 hours a day deleting negative messages. Look at these girls. Good girl, hon. No, they're crazy. Yeah, they're crazy or nuts. Usually it started with moderators that I got rid of, or just weirdos that wanted me to interview them, or there's a lot of crazy people out there. You'll notice it when you get a YouTube channel. Every weirdo in high school grew up to be a YouTube stalker. Yeah, Frank Nitti, he's a guy that lives down near Maddie and Gerald. Yeah, it's a nice area. Yep. Yeah, it's a nice park. It really is. I mean, it's no frills, you know. Daisy says it's no frills. It's okay with her. Yeah, they just, I don't know what their deal is. I mean, I really don't. I mean, you notice on YouTube sometimes where I guess it's 10 seconds of fame or whatever they call it. Yeah, people are just weird. I can't explain it. I don't know what to tell you on that. No, I didn't see that. I haven't been down there. No, I haven't seen that. Did it get torn down? I knew that was coming. Yeah, I don't know why they do that, you know. It just, I guess they think it's going to help a channel. What they don't understand, though, it helps their channel. If you were going to just start a channel tomorrow and you didn't have anything to like use as a name or something, it takes forever to get anybody to recognize your channel. Where because of YouTube's algorithms, if you can a name in on a channel that's been around, it's going to automatically get you out of the starting gate pretty good. But it caps off very early. If you look at Chosen One Girl, Catherine 313, Laura, Chosen One Victim Support, all these wackos kind of cap out early at about maybe 800 or 900 subscribers, and then it's dead. So on one hand, you kind of get a quick start, but it plateaus pretty early, and they're not smart enough to realize that that's really hurting them and not helping them for like a sustainable channel over a longer period of time. You just can't make a channel out of bashing someone and expecting it to fly. Yeah, I agree with their opinion. Yeah, they can have their opinion. Nah, the closed community, nah, you know, when you do that, you end up closing easy access to the majority of the people that are just there to have a good time and interact with the content. Nah, there's really no procedure for that, to do it easily, you know? I just ban them and block them. Like I said, I spend about 4 hours a day deleting nasty comments and blocking people. Hey, Lori, how you doing? Nah, there's something off. If you went and you were lucky enough to be privy to the private information from these people that come up with these channels about me, you'd find that they're all very unsuccessful. They have struggled in personal relationships. They can't attract members of the opposite sex. They probably have criminal records. Their neighbors don't like them. Their pets run away from them. They're just social misfits. And rather than die of a stroke because of not having a venue to outlet their mental illness, they go on and create a channel, and in their twisted, odd, mentally ill mind, they think it's a good thing. Debbie actually thinks that she's clued people in about me being a serial killer and was one of the first people to notice it and let people know. That's how off the charts nuts this pig is. Yeah. I mean, this is, and like I said, unsuccessful, check. No relationship, check. Living with your mother at 50, check. Criminal record, check. Terrible parent, check. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. I mean, they all have a major screw loose. It have never really been successful at anything in their lives. Yeah, checks all the boxes. They all do. They all do. If you met these people in another facet of life, it would make sense when you saw their YouTube channel because they're not capable of doing anything different. This is it for them. And it's just so absolutely off the charts ridiculous that these clowns would think that I'm a serial killer. It shows you the low IQ. It's nuts. I run around with a GPS enabled phone. I'm still a licensed private detective. I don't have any criminal record. I have a pilot's license. I have a college degree. So to you to spread this kind of childish nonsense bullshit shows how really dumb you really are. No, and they're all suspicious. They want to turn everything into that I'm screwing Rebecca and that I want to date Maddie and that it's just absolutely nuts. Yeah, just the dregs of society. Yeah, it doesn't really bother me because you get used to it, on YouTube after a while. I wouldn't delete any comments if they were just about me, but it's the comments, everybody has access. Everybody has access to the internet now. Even if you're a working girl, you have a cell phone. People like Rebecca, they read their comments, and I don't want people in there writing a bunch of negative stuff about them and having them read it. It affects them. They got enough problems. Yeah, I mean, even if they put my, there's nothing I can do about them putting my name. I don't really care, really. The only thing that I try and keep an eye on is that they can't, if they're not making people feel bad. They're not going to do anything to me. Well, they got launched. People are having fun. Now, these people are trying to put a lot of people on one raft, and they're going to find they're going to be getting hung up a lot. This is really better for a kayak than a rubber raft. They'll be getting out and pushing themselves off these sandbars all day long. No, that's a good idea. Do a background check. Yeah, it sure is. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Back before the internet took off, there was a time when I had, as a private detective, I had yellow page listings in all the big cities in Michigan. Grand Rapids, Detroit, Ann Arbor, Bay City. So people had access to contact me. And you'd see these 60 Minutes, you'd see Dateline. They'd talk about the importance of doing a background investigation before you dated somebody, blah, blah, blah. You know how many calls I got for women or men that wanted to do backgrounds on potential relationships? Zero. None. Never got one call on it, ever. So TV will portray this like it's happening all the time. But let me tell you, I know. And I had agencies in Indiana, Wisconsin, Florida, Atlanta. I never got calls for that, ever. Oh, now they're all launched. Having a good time. Oh, thank you, Chad. Yeah, so a lot of things is like bullshit, So we're having a good time. See, they got a life jacket on the kid, which is a good idea. even though you can pretty much stand up anywhere. Daisy's watching the people on the... You watching them, hon? Huh? Yeah, it sounds good to me. We'll go out there and do some crab fishing. Oh, somebody gave me $5. Yeah, I've been a PI my whole adult life. I've had a private detective license. I would have had it earlier, but in Michigan they made you had to be 25 years old, but I've had my PI license as soon as I could get it, which was 1981. And I've had licenses all over the place. Florida, Wisconsin, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Georgia, Wisconsin. Yeah, Daisy goes in the boat. She'll like it. No, it's a beautiful day. It seems like it's nice. Yeah, that's easy to do, Melodica. You weren't on earlier, but I was talking about that, how easy it is to have a gummy hangover. That's a shitty feeling, man. And, it's hard. You ever notice how you can head alcohol off at the pass? Just quit drinking it, but with gummies, you can't. I mean, you can, but I guess I just don't have the discipline, Yeah, well, doing PI work, I only did work, I shouldn't say only, I did some work for individuals, but hardly ever, and I'll tell you why. First of all, the last time I was doing PI work heavily was probably 10 years ago, and it averaged about $1,000 a day. And I would do work for corporations, slip and falls, if you fell in Walmarts, if you had a workers' comp, that's where the money's at. All this fun stuff that they make TV shows on is bullshit. There's no money in it. The average person, if you want to charge them $500 for a day, if you don't have film of what they wanted, they're pissed. So I could tell early on I didn't want to do work for private people. It was just a can of worms, so I didn't. Oh, thank you, Don. Yeah, Florida does suck. Oh, okay, Rising Sun. Thank you. So I always went where there was, the money was, to tell you the truth. Not that I was, trying to get rich, but I mean, I was always super busy and had really great businesses. And I think that's all kind of changed. I think the piece of the pie has gotten pretty small with PI work because of tort reform, the changing of workers' comp, the lack of jobs. Hell, 25% of the people that I did surveillance on when I was really heavily into PI work, I'd catch them working another job. Shit, you can't get a job now even if you need one. So you can scratch that. So basically what's left with regard to the kind of work I did was getting someone out of their restrictions. In other words, if your doctor said that you weren't supposed to lift over 4 pounds and you'd been off work for a long time, my job was to get you doing something outside of your restrictions. Could be bowling, could be cutting wood, could be deer hunting, any of those things, because in those kind of lawsuits, in disputes, credibility is everything. So if you come in there and you raise your right hand and they say, have you involved yourself in any physical activities, lifting anything over 4 pounds? No. Raise your right hand. Do you understand you're under oath? Yep. You haven't done anything outside of your restrictions? Nope. Then they call me in. Usually when they see a guy like me or any other private detective on the witness list, in Illinois they don't have that. No discovery in workers' comp, but in Michigan you do. So once they see a private detective on the witness list, they know it's probably game over. So they better either admit to what they were doing or get bent over, because I've got stuff that's going to refute their claim. So that's the PI work. Now, I've done all sorts of PI work. If you look my name up, you'll see where I was sued by a judge back in '86. I ended up beating that in the Court of Appeals. And I've been sued maybe 3 or 4 times over my PI career. They were dismissed, or I beat him on an appeal. It was always some pissed off person that I ended up getting a lot of good evidence and, claim that I invaded their privacy or something like that. You know how litigation works. But I think my guess is there there's not much money left in PI work. I could be wrong. There's probably somebody out there really killing it, but by and large, I think the gravy days are over. For a number of professions, not just PI. Yeah. Yeah, I think I don't know what people's people either love Becky or they hate her. Let me tell you, that's a tough life. And I don't know why. I don't know. You don't know what motivates people to do anything. If you watch Forensic Files, the first 48, you see people like killing people over the stupidest reasons. Look at Aaron Hernandez, the wide receiver for New England. Had it absolutely made. Good-looking guy, signed a new contract, and that whole damn bullshit House of Cards fell apart because of a guy running into him and spilling a drink on him in a nightclub. I mean, for all the talent, this guy had the world by the ass, and, he's not around any longer, and it all started with the guy spilling a drink on him in a nightclub. I mean, this is like 8th grade mentality. She did not get a new tent, no. Yeah, I try and delete the ones I can, but YouTube's a funny thing. If I go on my laptop in my hotel room, I'll go on and I'll look at every video there is and delete all the comments that I know of. Then I'll go on my phone. There'll be a bunch on there that weren't on the laptop when I accessed it that I never saw before. So I try to get them, but I miss some. Yeah, I'm gonna see Sherry again. Yeah, definitely. Yep. Yeah, I'll see Sherry. No, that's it, Mike. Yeah, that's exactly it. So, I mean, people think, is it dangerous? Daisy, you having a good day, hon? Are you thinking about your future? Are you thinking about your future? No, killed over the last chicken wing. That's the thing. Is people think, what I do is dangerous. Not really, but I'm in an environment sometimes where stupid shit like that will get you killed. It's not that, someone's trying to rob me or doesn't like my video. It's just being in an area where the mentality is that of like 3rd graders. And if they have the access to take you out, they will over just some stupid shit. Daisy is contemplating the day. I can tell right now she's had enough out here. You ready to go bye-bye? Ready to get out of here? Ready to go bye-bye? You had enough? TikTok. Yeah, I think that's a stretch, Rita. One thing you get a feel for. Yeah, it's going to be hot today. I think I'll leave her in the hotel room. One thing you get a feel for, and that is that who's going to make it and who's not, but it's never really valid. I mean, Tassie is the shining star of all possibilities. If you'd have told me 5 years ago that, I'd be giving Tassie a birthday present, I wouldn't have believed it. So I don't count anybody out, but it's filled with disappointments, and that's the nature of the beast. I mean, I can only try and help in a small way and hope it works. Yeah. Yeah, lunch today, that's a good question. I don't know what I'll get for lunch. Probably a Werner Highway taco. Unless the roasted corn people are open. Well, there have been times when Tassie's relapsed. Like, she broke up with her boyfriend a couple days ago. I guess they're back together again. It's going to happen. I mean, you got to plan on that in advance. And I learned early on that I don't base my friendship with these people or relationship with them on whether or not they're not going to relapse, because it's an unfair benchmark. Drug addiction's a bitch. It's hard. It's difficult. It's the same reason you don't get up every morning and do 50 push-ups and 50 set-ups. It's a discipline that's hard to conquer, plus a physical craving. So if they relapse, I'll just be waiting for them again, and hopefully they don't. That's all you. That's how I decided to deal with it. Yeah, Sherry's a sweet woman, man. Just, she reminds me of one of those old photos of the Dust Bowl, those famous black and white photographs of people during that era. Yeah, you too. You have a good day as well. Yep. Yeah, beautiful woman. I mean, remember that lady, the young Indian girl they took on National Geographic like 25 years ago with the green eyes? Sherry reminds me of that photo. You ready to hit the highway, hon? Ready to hit the highway to hell? Good girl. Yep, you're going to stay in the hotel today, honey. You're going to stay in the hotel, hon. Yeah, it's going to be a hot one today. Yeah, has her job. Yep, sure does. Yep. That's shampoo for Daisy. Yeah, it's way too hot. I'm glad it's way too hot for her today. Isn't that the truth, Richards? That ring a bell with you? It looks like her. Yeah, Catherine, that's true. Yeah, now it's tough. Your life can be in such a turmoil sometime that now sucks. And you can be in a position to where the future just doesn't even seem a possibility. I mean, it's going to happen, but the idea that it's going to get better just is remote. Sucks. I've been there. Yeah, I mean, I'm very limited in what I can do with Sherry. I mean, the big $50,000 question. Look at this guy. The big $50,000 question is, how you doing? And unless the people themselves want to do it, you're pissing in the wind. No, Daisy's not a TV type. Leave it on for her. I turn the air conditioner on. I mean, I do sometimes, but I don't think she gives a shit. No, I'm careful with her, yeah. Is it 12 o'clock? Yeah, I mean, a lot of these people, their life is really in the shitter. I don't think they mind they're suspicious of anybody being nice to them. Yeah, I'm going to make my deliveries today. Yep, sure am. Yep. I'm going to drop Daisy off, get something to eat, then hit the road. That's too bad they tore Kelly's bando down. I'll have to go by there. Now I'm going to tell you, about a minute ago my phone showed 15%. So when you see the old timer light come on, it's going to... That siren's still blowing off. know why a siren's going off. Hey Mike, did you get your Lotto 47? It's almost 13 million bucks. Oh good, thank you. She deserves. What a lunatic. Oh, is that why they do that? A siren because of a first Friday? I never heard of that. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know. I never heard of that before. Well, it's working. Yeah, there really are a lot of good people on here, yep. You know, I think I'm going to sign off here because it's going to go off pretty soon anyway, and this way and you can just go on about your day and not think I'm coming back on in a few minutes. But I'll do some lives later on, and I'm going to go get something to eat, drop Daisy off, and then I'm going to get on to delivering all this stuff. So, feeling pretty good. Be back to normal today. So you guys have a good day. You have a good day, Rising Sun. Gonna go see my girl Becky, and our eyes are gonna lock. Yeah, you too. Yeah, you have a good day. Yep. All right, you guys, have a good day today. See you, Kimmy. Bye, Karen.